Man, do I feel better. Anyway, so as we continue,
Smokey back here taking a shit.
that is not too far from the truth, folks. But anyway,
I'm gonna leave a long pause in there too, just so everyone knows RJ was taking a shit.
He's not wrong, you know. Anyway,
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
sir, would you like a beer?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. And as I pass you this beer, which label we are going to face away from the camera because we do not advertise, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 125. 125 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And joining us today is our good friend, Jamari. Jamari, welcome to the show, man. Yay. Nice to finally have you come over officially. I think you were on that squad.
Yeah.
The squad cast, right?
Well, I was on the squad cast and Tortuga Verde.
Yeah, that's right. You were. Damn, dude.
He's the one that came up with this.
Yeah, you know what's even crazier? We've gotten so many episodes done that I actually forgot you were here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
I think it's... Shit, it's been...
Oh, you're going to have to move the mic closer to your mouth, sir. Jared, I did you a favor.
You can pull it all.
Yeah, you can pull it. It's got an arm and everything.
I'm about to say, y'all motherfuckers done upgraded in this bitch.
Yeah, since your last visit, we are somewhat more official, as the young people like to say.
Yeah.
All right, so we are here. We are drinking beer. And before we get anywhere, I did everybody a favor. I did all of you a favor. My mother did us a favor. Here, I'll say that because I don't do shit here in the house. Jared finally got a bowl of pasta salad made by my mother.
I'm eating it too.
And he's eating it. Jared, tell me what you think and be brutally honest. Before we get insulted here.
That's good. It's good.
All right. I'm glad you like it. Jamari has a bowl as well. Is it garlic?
Shut out the garlic pepper seasoning.
The garlic pepper seasoning is probably what saved the pasta salad, but that is okay. As long as I did something for you. And just to let everybody know, I have yet to clean the basement. It is still dirty down here. And I apologize. I'll do it next week.
I thought that was what the surprise was.
No. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't even tell you that. I would want you to come down here and be like, oh, my God, it's clean. It's clean. He finally did it. Only to get it messy again and then wait another 6 months to clean.
I don't think it. Well, to be honest, John had a lot to do with that mess over there.
Yeah, John, your mess is still here from November, and it is almost March. Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucking tripping, dude. I see why you get, upset now. When you say it like that, it sounds terrible.
What?
That it's been down here since November.
I'm not upset.
It's a long fucking time, bro.
It's a while. Yeah. It's a good while.
I've just gotten to the point where I've accepted it that you're just a dirty motherfucker.
I am probably the dirtiest one out of all of us. I won't lie to you.
Oh, pig pen.
I was about to say, it's a whole new season, brother.
Yeah, I know. Like the weather's changing, all that shit. Spring is coming. Spring. And that means the pollen is coming as well, which is going to suck ass. I hate fucking pollen.
And this jacket was a mistake because now I'm hot.
You're hot?
I'm starting to get hot.
Oh, well, you got the long...
nippy down here.
Yeah. Well, he's got the hoodie on underneath
as
well.
I've been moving around and eating, so blood circulating.
Well, the weather was so nice on Wednesday here. I was like, finally. So I was in the shop. I had to move tiles around in the ceiling for whatever reason. I was helping move tiles. I didn't actually move them. The one that I moved, I actually broke it. I couldn't believe it.
Tiles?
Like ceiling tiles.
Oh.
Yeah, because the wind will blow into our work lane, okay, and it'll knock them out of place. So we have to fix it so it looks more, pleasing to the eye and whatnot. And fucking, yeah, but anyway, what I was going to say is I was sweating. It was hot. I felt good. And then the next day, Thursday, was cold as a motherfucker. I hate Virginia weather. It's terrible. It's god-awful.
Yeah, well, but luckily we don't live farther north.
No, I don't think I would ever do that.
Nah.
Ever.
I was telling people somewhere recently, I was like, I've never lived anywhere above Interstate 10.
Interstate 10?
Well, no, I mean, no. I'm going backwards. Whatever the one that goes east from here ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't go to any of the ones higher than that.
All right. Well, that's fair. Nobody likes being cold. Well, some people do, I guess.
So, some people like cold weather. I don't know if people like being cold necessarily.
Jamari, would you move to a place that's really cold?
If they pay me enough money.
Okay.
How much is enough?
I mean, if
Because
we're
you got
talking,
let's break it down.
All right. Break it down for us.
So you have to be there all year, and you got there's snowstorms and blizzards. Let's say Alaska.
Always a go-to.
Okay, Alaska. And I'd have to be there a year. Yeah, now if we're talking over 6 figures.
Over 6 figures?
Yeah, so if we're talking like, you know what, it's been 125 shows, so $1 and a nickel. If they're offering me 125,000 or more,
damn,
then we can make it work.
Ugh. I don't know if I can make that work.
I mean, but see,
I need about 300,000.
$300,000 for Jared to be cold, folks. That's like a Jeopardy question.
but see, we're not. There's so many layers to this that we can peel. So okay, I have to live up there. Now, does that mean I have to go outside and traverse all of these snowstorms and blizzards? We didn't really answer that question. Now, if I'm sitting inside in the comfort of my own home and it's nice and warm, yeah, I'll take $125,000 just to sit there for a whole year. Cool.
That means you got to be inside all day. You never get sunlight, and you can't even go outside and enjoy nature, the beautiful mountain ranges of Alaska and the lakes and all that stuff.
And the Northern Lights are there as well.
And I'm by myself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I'm by myself, okay, as long as I got internet, video games, porn, movies.
Hey, that's okay. This is what we're about on this show, folks. Honesty and
Internet, porn,
porno.
movies.
Hey, I mean, you know.
That's
what the world is about at this point.
Yeah, dude, the world is so fucked right now. Everything happening overseas.
We're not going into all that.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just fucking crazy. And I don't know. It's like hard to wrap my mind around. It's only going to get worse, folks. It is. And speaking of porn, Jamari, since you are a guest on this show.
Wait a minute. Way to put that energy in the universe.
What? Speaking of porn?
No.
Okay, anyway.
It's going to get worse.
No. Sarcasm. I hope it's I hope it's sarcasm. Jamari, would you like to try an edible anus? He's thinking about it, folks.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so we got some questions here.
Okay, sure. Ask away, sir.
My nigga, why do you have a box of chocolate butts?
Dude, so first of all,
not butts, anus.
My African-American brethren, they were a gift sent to us from our good friend who will not be mentioned on this show.
We
Thank
already
you, John.
mentioned them.
Yeah, so my buddy from Wisconsin that came to visit, he sent us these because we were talking about eating ass like 2 weeks before on the show.
No.
I was talking
You
about
were talking about
because
eating
Jared
ass.
refuses to eat one of these because he stinks. All right, but he sent us this. I opened them on the show as a surprise, and yeah, it's pure milk chocolate edible anus. So I'm going to open the box, remove the cover.
And every guest since then has had.
Yeah, so there's only a few left. There's actually only 2 left. It does look like an asshole, but it tastes good, I promise. So please, sir, thank you for taking RJ's
these
edible
boys look-
anus challenge.
It's dessert for after the pasta salad.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they really encapsulated the.
Now I'm sure they. Yeah.
Like they put the little creases and everything.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I don't think anybody's ever pointed to the camera to see if it shows up.
Yeah. See if you can see that asshole
What
right
is
there.
this shit, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Bruh.
So we're gonna do this.
All right, to the first ass I'll ever eat.
Yeah.
And probably,
Probably the
one.
last.
Probably the last. All right. He is chewing the ass, folks.
Ass sniffer.
Yeah. So.
I need to get that on there.
Oh man, fuck! I forgot to send you John's video when he was in the snow. Fuck.
Yeah. See, I knew. I didn't.
I know. I forgot.
said you
I
were
even
gonna
told him earlier in the week. So Jamari, how does that ass taste? Sorry, I just have to do it. It's a part of the shtick.
Hey man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
Exactly, folks. Exactly.
I mean, it's a decent tasting.
Yeah, there we go. And thank you for taking RJ's edible anus challenge. So we have 1 chocolate ass left. Who is going to be the lucky person to eat the final butthole?
Well, you need to actually find a nigga that eats butthole to eat the last butthole.
Dude, so we have
wait
to.
a minute. Wait a minute.
How are we gonna? We're just gonna. Hey, dude, do you eat ass?
I feel like it's
yeah.
like it's only
You're gonna
fair.
get jumped asking somebody that question.
How are we gonna figure that one out?
And You might as well just walk into the bar like, hey, anybody in here eat ass, and just see what happens.
You gonna have a bunch of girls coming. I do.
Well, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work. All right.
We should. I don't know because I know Bozelli's told us we need to give him a date, so maybe he can come on here and eat some butt.
Ah, nice.
And have some wine after. It'd be a good thing for a wine thing. Like, here's chocolate butt and some wine.
Here, that's not a bad idea. Hey, and speaking of Mike Bozelli, sir, thank you for your generosity to the service department down at my job the other day. I salute you, whatever, Thank you, as always. I don't know what word I was trying to use.
The world works in mysterious ways because it's funny that you're talking about Michael Bozelli. So I actually just noticed where I work in Georgetown now.
Oh, the new location?
Yeah, the new location.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the Starbucks over there the other morning. I'm getting my coffee. I walk out, and sure as shit,
there he is.
Bozelli's Deli.
Yep.
Right there. So definitely got to check that out, Mike. And shouts out to you. Big moves.
Yeah.
Big location.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Super
It's
dope.
right there on the harbor, right?
Yeah, bro.
Bruh.
Rock Creek Park, bro. It's right there.
Making big moves. Thank you, sir. Your generosity is very much appreciated. So we will be back. So
What about my generosity? I order there for like at least 2 days a week. They're pal.
Well, maybe.
Because it's kind of slowed down. Their delivery used to be like until they changed their website was like, bing, like 20 minutes it would be on my fucking front door. And like most places don't. Chipotle don't even deliver that fast.
You know what? Fuck Chipotle. Let me just say that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now. Fuck Kingstown Chipotle. I don't want to say all Chipotle.
That used to be the good one.
Fuck
Yeah, it
Kingstown
did.
Chipotle. Okay, they have fucked up my order 4 times.
Damn. The one in Lorton's fucked mine up a couple of times.
4 fucking times. And literally just, yesterday, I had to contact DoorDash and get a full refund because they sent me some nigga named Alan shit that had sour cream and cheese on it. Nigga, I'm black. I'm lactose.
Well,
I can't eat that shit.
I'm black. I'm not lactose. Well,
It wasn't like
as I've
doused
gotten,
in
God
sour-
bless you.
as I've gotten older, it's not as good as it used to. Or it's not as I can eat ice cream and shit, but I got my shit the other day from the one in Lorton, and everything I was about to order, like I got a drink and I got a side of avocado or guacamole, and then I opened the shit on the top. The receipt was correct. The top with the label was correct, but everything inside was not
Fucked
the
up.
right shit.
Yeah.
They had like that white queso shit on there. I was like, man, I ate it, but I was like, fuck, this shit is nasty.
Well, see, at least yours was edible.
I tried.
Nigga, I was able to eat 3 pieces of chicken around the edge that didn't have anything on it, and then the rest of it just went into the wind.
I don't know. They've been sleeping lately.
So Alan, whoever this gentleman is, probably got your food.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
somebody probably got my shit with their name on it.
Yeah.
Dude, people be fucking up, dude.
And they don't pay attention. I know, and Chipotle gets a lot of fucking orders, so I get it.
I mean, things happen. Trust me, as somebody who ran a food place, I totally understand that if you're hectic and it's busy. And
Did you ever put the wrong pizza in the wrong box?
oh yeah,
Oh.
dude, I had a lady sitting in my lobby once. She was the only customer. It was like afternoon time, like 12:30. She ordered a large thin crust pepperoni pizza. It's not difficult to make. I literally put it in the oven. I didn't. No. It wasn't pepperoni. It was just cheese. It was like simple. I put it in the oven.
You remember that?
Because so it was just a large thin crust cheese. Then I turn around and it's coming out the oven. I didn't put fucking cheese on the pizza, dude. She's my only customer. She's my only fucking customer. I
You
turn
gave her
around.
toasted bread?
Yeah, so I'm looking at it and I was like, damn, I gotta tell this one lady while I'm not doing a fucking thing that I just fucked her pizza up.
You gave her bread and marinara?
Yeah, and I just put it right in the oven. And so I had to. I walked
He
in.
gave her fucking pita.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm not even. This is not a joke, dude. I've seen so much shit in that business. So I had to go tell her. I said, "Ma'am, I know you're my only customer." I said, Well, I didn't say I fucked your order up. I said I didn't put cheese on your pizza. And she was like an older. She was cool with it. So I remade it, put extra cheese on it just to hook her up. You know what I'm saying? And then I gave her a 2-liter soda on the house, just to accommodate the weight.
What if she had diabetes, sir?
Well, then she could have told me she didn't need it. Nah,
I mean, she
that's-
could have just gave that shit to somebody else. She
Yeah,
probably got some
true.
kids or a grandson or a
Yeah,
nephew
but-
or something.
Oh, dude,
Neighbor.
trust me, man. Do you know what the worst thing about? So the Redskins or the Commanders,
Oh,
which
man.
they are now called, When they were the Reds, so we would do the touchdown for topping special, right? So every touchdown they score is one free topping. If they win, they get double. So if they score like 3 touchdowns and win, next day 6 toppings for $10. What happens is when they print out the labels for everybody's pizza, every pizza looks like the fucking same, dude. So you got a ton of those coming out, and you have to really eyeball everything, like very specifically.
You mean attention to detail?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's but. Okay, man.
You guys can't see it.
Look, man, I used to scrub
There's
toilets.
details that need to be taken care
All right,
of.
I used to scrub toilets, sir. All right?
Okay.
Toilets. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You act like you're the only one that's ever scrubbed the fucking toilet before.
And I dug grout out of the floors and ceiling tiles. Okay.
Okay.
And I got the grease off the light lenses.
You ever dug holes to use as a foxhole, motherfucker? You ever shit in the fucking wilderness?
I have. No, I don't know if I've shit in the wilderness. I've been in the
Did you
wilderness.
ever dig your own hole to shit in the wilderness?
No, I've never had to dig a hole to
Okay,
poop
then
in.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, my God. So, Jamari, have you had to dig a hole to shit in?
I've never had to dig a hole to shit in, but I have shit in an outhouse before in the country.
All right. That's fair.
That's commendable, I guess.
And I have clean toilets. Actually, when I was 16, I used to work at Lee District, and I used to clean the
Oh, man.
God. For people who don't live around here, Lee
First
District
job,
is a
bro.
park where like kids go and like they have summer camp shit there. And
Play basketball. I
Yeah.
mean, they got a pool and all of that. I mean, it was
needless
more,
to say, the bathrooms are gross.
but it was more so for the women because the pool was open. If, you know, one of the first jobs I had.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be close, so it's like, okay,
How the fuck were you thinking about that at what age was this?
at like 16.
Bruh, my first job
Like, I needed
was
some
at a
paper.
fucking golf course. I'm just looking at old men.
I mean,
at 4 o'clock
that shit
in
was.
the morning.
Trust me, that shit was probably much better than being at Lee District. It's like, okay,
Oh, no,
I
it was.
I get to look at girls for 10 minutes, then I'm taking out trash. Look at girls for 5 minutes, then I'm cleaning the toilets. Look at girls for 5 minutes. Like it.
My man was plotting at
the
Supreme.
I was cooking breakfast sandwiches for old men that want to play golf at 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning?
I had to be
people
there
go?
at like 4:30.
Where was this
as soon as right down here in Greendale. Greendale.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they opened
Damn,
that
nigga,
early.
you was waking up that early, that young?
Yeah,
Nigga, I worked
think I
afternoons.
was 15.
Yeah, same shit, dude.
Niggas wasn't doing shit till after 12. Okay.
Well, I woke up at 4:30 and I think I had to be there at like 4:45 or 5 or something because especially in the summertime, is it the summertime or the wintertime? Whenever the sun comes up pretty early, so we had to be there. I had to get the shit ready to go before the sun came up and the first tea times came through. So and yeah, then they were like, yeah, can we get breakfast, ham, egg, and cheese, and blah, blah, blah. Motherfuckers be like, they'll always come back after their shit. That was a really good sandwich. I'm like, well.
Did they tip you?
That job I did not get tips, I don't think.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, I know. Oh, maybe I did. I just don't remember. But my second job, when I worked at the Giant at Hayfield, now, bruh.
It was caking.
I just putting fucking bags in people's cars.
Caking.
Caking. Like, we would go to the club every weekend buying fucking all kinds of, like, we weren't old enough to buy alcohol yet, but I would have a new outfit every fucking weekend.
That's how much you were caking off of putting groceries in people's cars.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Some people would give a shitload of money. They'd be like, oh, yeah.
I worked at a grocery store once, but I worked in the bakery.
That's when you could buy a pair of Jordans for $130.
Dude, what? Dude, you know what's crazy?
Or some Timbs for $100.
Yeah, dude. I actually want to get a new pair of Timbs because these are starting to get a little grayish.
Attention to detail.
Attention. I'm aware.
That's the name of the episode.
Attention
right
to detail.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're sharp. You're sharp. I've actually never owned a pair of Jordans, dude. I've never just
Me either.
felt compelled to buy some because everybody had them.
You know what? My love of Jordans has been dying in a hole for probably the last 5 years.
And why is that?
Well, you got too many hype beasts.
All right.
Well, that's the shoe industry. And
Yeah. I mean, obviously the shoe industry. So, yeah, you got too many hype beasts. Then you have all of these kids that go because they know somebody that works at a Foot Locker, and they're able to buy 12 pairs of fucking shoes as soon as they come out, and then they want to resell them for $130 over retail.
My cousin does that shit.
Hey, and I mean, I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm really not. If I had a plug, I'd probably do it too.
Yeah. Well, he does the standing in line shit, and like
Yeah, I don't have time for
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I don't,
that's how he makes a lot of his money. I've been trying to get him on, but he lives in Atlanta, so
yeah, and it's probably different out there too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like different situation, different circumstance. But not just that. You know, I like to be like different fashion wise. So you know, everybody wearing Jordans. Fuck it, I'm gonna wear New Balances. Everybody wearing Jordans. Fuck it, I'm gonna wear Yeezys. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be a little bit different. But I mean, everybody's wearing Yeezys and shit now.
them ugly ass fucking shoes.
Hey,
Are they comfortable?
they are comfortable
I
as
don't
shit.
care how
For
comfortable
one, they are comfortable as shit, and for two, I would much rather support Kanye than support Michael Jordan because at least Kanye does shit for black people.
Michael Jordan doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's.
first.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong.
No, I know it was a play on
I
a
see,
Kanye thing.
I get it now.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry. Like I get it. It took me a second. Sorry, man. I've been
As
at
soon
work.
as you said it, I got it. I knew. You know, it's like I felt like not Dana Carvey. What the hell is his name?
David Spade.
No. Who? Okay, so when they were doing the telethon thing, and
Mike Myers.
Mike
Mike Myers, yeah. So I'm thinking of Wade's World. So I'm thinking about the other guy, Dana Carvey. But Mike Myers. So like, I felt like Mike Myers. Like when you said that, like I felt like Mike Myers for a second, and I thought he caught on to it, but he didn't.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I've been at work all day.
Wait, is that what you gave me? The look at it. I'm gonna have to pull that up so people can see because that look he gave me, he was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Oh man, dude, that shit was.
Bro.
I remember when that happened too.
I think we all do.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, that was iconic. That was a world. That shit was global.
Shifted the universe as we know.
Because that was right after, wasn't it 9/11 or
Katrina?
Katrina,
Yeah, Katrina. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was smoking weed and I coughed on my weed. I was like, I was like, hold on, what did he say?
I don't remember where I was at, but I do remember watching it. And I was like, oh, this dude. And at that time, I was a huge fan of fucking Kanye.
Yeah, still am a huge fan of Kanye.
I'm still, I am, but I'm not. It's just weird right now.
Oh, okay. Now,
We got somebody to talk about this. Actually,
okay,
This is
so
great.
That was the point.
okay, so this is how I feel about Kanye. I feel like Kanye is, he's like a Mozart with a little bit of cheddar Bob.
Yeah, and he kind of described it as how his style was. Well, this basically comes from, we've been watching the documentary that came out. But he said he explained his style as the backpack with ice, like a backpacker with this iced out, and so yeah, it makes sense. And I think I talked about this. Did I talk about this last week? When I feel creative people are always they're gonna be
eccentric, so to speak.
Yeah. So and he's definitely creative, and he's definitely eccentric.
Well, I think for me, what kind of stands out about Kanye and where my respect for him comes from is more so that his own self-belief and the fact that, he's not scared to say what he feels, even if everybody may think that you're crazy you're not supposed to say that in social circles or, around certain people. Like he doesn't shy away from what he actually feels. Like he'll tell you,
Tell you what it is.
What it is, what the fuck's going on. Like even his new album, like, I was able to hear
Two?
Yeah, Donda 2.
Oh,
I was able to hear Donda 2. And
Is it good?
I think it's really good. I think it's like watching a Lifetime movie through music. Because he talks a lot about Kim and that situation.
He does that a lot in his music.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on in his life. Because like Dark Twisted Fantasy, he had a bunch of songs basically after the breakup with Amber Rose. It was a bunch of songs talking about that and shit, College Drop, all of them.
Yeah.
It's just him.
But that's the thing with artists, though. I feel like artists, whether it be music, you're a painter.
That's their outlet.
Yeah, photography. Like when you go through something emotionally, whether an emotional high or an emotional low. I feel like that's when a lot of your creative inspiration like cuts on, like it's not forced because you're feeling a certain way, and because you're feeling this way, this is how you interpret something or view something, and this is
Do you remember that part in the second part of the documentary where Pharrell was telling him he was to he was like, keep that perspective. If you feel something that you need to get out, get it out. Like however you get it out, but get it out, because if you keep that, you'll always be great, even like forever. And that's basically kind of the same thing you're saying is like that's how the geniuses are born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think even more to that exact part of that episode that you're talking about that Pharrell said, more importantly, he told Kanye, whenever you think you're, for the most part, you're great, you're on top, always be
Doubt
humble.
yourself.
Yeah, like doubt yourself. Like always be hungry.
That shit hit fucking home,
and
bro.
And it hit so, for me, it hit so hard because it's like, if you look at that point, him telling him that, and then his upward trajectory from there, it's kind of crazy. And again, that kind of plays into my respect for Kanye is when, the man wants to do something, he does it. Like he's relentless with it. Like there's like a, it's almost like an insanity to prove people, hey, I can do this. Like you tell me I can't do this, well, I'm going to do it and I'm going to be the best at it. And then I'm going to tell you that I did it and I'm the best at it. Mm-hmm. So for me, like that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like that's God working. That's your own motivation and drive. And I feel like a lot of people, especially in this day and age, don't have that motivation or express that type of motivation to try to motivate others.
But that's at one of my schools where I train at, like the big thing is the 3% rule. Like it comes from Jim Rohn. He's an old motivational speaker, I think. But he would always say, basically the 3% rule or concept is basically one thing is there's only 3% of the population, and this was back a long time ago before we had the internet and shit. But only 3% of the population actually has a fucking library card, which at that time when he said it, 100% right. The people who have the library card, the 3%ers, they're out trying to get knowledge, actually get knowledge. So basically the whole concept is don't follow the 97%. Mm-hmm. The 97% is all the motherfuckers that ain't doing shit. And they want to, because they're not doing shit, they want to try to pull you into their not doing shit. Mm-hmm. And so he's a 3%er. He might be a 1%er for real. But him, like all of them, they don't get to where they're at without that relentlessness. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, in it's really funny because as of late, I've been looking at more and more of this guy's stuff. But Crip Mac, as much of it's almost kind of a meme phenomenon he's become.
Crip Mac.
Okay, so Crip Mac is this Crip from California.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and he has taken the internet by storm because, he's this Crip, but, he gives back to the community. He's really funny, very honest.
But that's what the Crips originally were supposed to be, was giving back to the community.
Yeah. But I mean, more so of like, you don't see, obviously, he bangs. He's all about the Crippin'. You know what I'm saying? He's all about his set, all about all of that. But on the same token, there's this very, very human, relatable side to him that you see and you hear about, when he talks, and it's like very relatable.
Yeah.
Because, you look at, he's somebody, you look at him and, you see the tattoos, he like this big kind of funny looking motherfucker. Like, you think he's stupid, but he's actually really intelligent. And like the things that he says and the things that he talk about, they're very honest and, kind of like I said before, relatable. Like if you're in his situation, you'd probably have that same type of thought process.
Yeah.
So I think, that's what kind of makes him a phenomenon. And, you were talking about the 3%. I was watching this thing yesterday with Crip Mac, and, he was saying because people try to make fun of him because he wears the same clothes all the time. But what he does is he just buys the same outfits. He'll buy the same shoes.
Like, that's my shit, nigga.
Yeah, buy the same shoes.
Hey, if you're comfortable, you're comfortable.
Yeah, the same Dickies, the same blue shirt. And, it was funny because I was looking at the comments, and this guy made mention in the comments that, like, people that do that are typically geniuses. You look at Steve Jobs, did the same thing.
Yep.
I forget another person they referenced.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, did the same thing. Like there's something with that.
Well, it comes. That actually comes from another book, The Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Yeah. He talks about that same thing. It's like people like that put 10,000 hours minimum into whatever it is that they do. And by them doing that, because nobody else is going to do that. Well, most other people aren't going to do that. But by them doing that, they become these outliers that pushes them away from regular folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same concept, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. But long story short, he's literally just like one of those guys where, you kind of just want to root for him. Like you want him to win because it's like the dude done been through a lot. You know what I mean? Like his story is pretty fucked up. There was just something recently where, he had like some violation or something in his gang and he had to get a DP, which, means pretty much like punishment. So you get jumped. So he had to get jumped by his gang members, like OGs and stuff. And he took it like a champ. He went on the internet, cut up, bloody eye, explain how it was. Like, people make mistakes, people fuck up, I fucked up and, I took it like a champ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's respectable shit, and nowadays in our culture, you don't really see a lot of that. You don't see people that, openly will take accountability for shit that they do.
Yeah. A lot of people, there's a lot of blaming your shit on other people.
Or pointing fingers or rationales.
Own up to your shit, folks.
Exactly.
Own up to your shit. If you're wrong, fucking own it.
Even if it's something small, man, own up to that shit. Because at the end of the day, you never know. Karma's a bitch.
Yep.
And that little thing that you could have owned up to could potentially open up a door that you never thought was there and put you in a position that you never thought that you could be in.
Facts.
This is some interesting shit. It's always nice to have somebody come over and talk.
Yeah. Why are you not talking?
Well, I was listening to you guys talk.
This guy, he does this all the time.
I'm listening.
He was picking up these gems. He's dropping these gems on the ground. He's picking up
soaking
these
in the
gems.
knowledge. Come on.
I feel you.
I didn't know anything about this guy's story, so I wanted to hear what Jamari had to say.
For sure.
For sure. Now, we were talking about, I guess, Kanye's drive, like his relentlessness, right? And whatnot. What do you think stops people, like everyday, ordinary people, from really, really pursuing their, dreams?
It can be a lot of shit.
Yeah, I know there's multiple factors into it, but do you think there's like one in particular that could really...
I could give you two.
All right. We've got two instead of one.
Okay, number one, people get comfortable.
Yeah.
So they're
complacent.
Well, you know what? That goes like hand in hand.
Yeah.
Well, it's like being it's like that fine line between being confident or conceited.
Yeah.
It's being comfortable and complacent.
Yep.
So I feel like you have people that are complacent and, or complacent, that complacent procrastination, they're just like, I could do it, but I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just like me when I say I'm going to clean the basement.
Yeah.
This is a perfect example, folks.
Prime example.
Prime example. I'm so glad to be utilized here on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you have like the comfort thing where people will reach a certain point and, it's like, okay, well, I make decent money, I can do these things, I'm able, I can travel a little bit, I can save a little bit, I can take a woman out, whatever it is that they can do. And then they'll just be
I ain't
like
taking shit out.
Yeah. And they can just be like, all right, like I'm cool with this. Like this is just where I want my life to be as long as I can possibly live it.
Ugh.
Ew. Complacency is.
That sounds gross.
I think Will Smith said it. Comfortable is where dreams go to die.
Probably he did say something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably along the lines of that, but I'm almost positive he's the one that said that.
But then also too, I think it could be in we're talking about kind of this basing all this off the Kanye conversation. But I think too, when you're an everyday person and you do something extraordinary, and then
you talking about the crabs? Talking about the crabs?
I mean, could be.
Oh
Could be.
yeah.
But you do something extraordinary and you get like monetary, you get money from that.
Yeah.
Like you do something great, you get paid, and then you have a bunch of money, and you've never had money before. It's just like if I dropped a $500 million bag in your lap right now, you probably wouldn't know what the fuck to do with yourself.
I don't even know what to do with some of my money.
$500 million.
You wouldn't know what to do with that,
dude. I would probably have a stroke from just happiness.
But I'm just saying, like the whole
Money doesn't make you happy.
I'm just saying, like
It
the
doesn't.
whole initial, the first, let's just say half of a day, you would just be lost in your thoughts. You'd be like, okay,
what am I gonna do?
Yeah, like I want to put this much money away to invest. I want to save this much money. I want to give money to these people for these things.
You got to buy that's where you got to get an accountant right off the bat.
Yeah.
That much money, you need an accountant.
But at the same time, you got to get an accountant. But then you want to find a good accountant that you can trust.
Yeah,
that's not going to fuck you on the back end.
Yeah.
So it's just like all of these, more money, more problem things, and then kind of like still running with this Kanye outlier. If you were watching the show, you first saw it when he wanted to do the Jesus Walks video with Hype Williams.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I love y'all,
But this is a Hype Williams joint. Like I gotta have him for this
because everybody was using Hype Williams at that time.
Exactly, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Dope ass videos.
But
but then he didn't like what he fucking got.
Exactly.
And the dude told him. He said, like, look, you're gonna get that shit. You're not gonna fucking like it, and then you're gonna come back to us anyway and fucking have it done. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So I mean, you start to see those things, like when people make leaps like that, large leaps. I think mentally it puts you in a place where it's just like, okay, well, damn, now I can actually have those luxuries. Like I can go out, I can spend a bunch of money, I can have nice things, I can, all of that good stuff, all of that. What's the word that they use? I'm having a blonde moment.
It's all right, man. Don't you dare worry about that.
And
I've got something to say after you're done thinking of your
no,
thought.
go ahead and say it. 'Cause I'm gonna be stuck right here
you were
for a
talking
minute.
about, like, if I just dropped the bag of all this money. Believe it or not, I'm not saying this person's name. A young man that used to work with me, or one of my employees, he actually won the lottery. He won a $1 million scratch-off ticket.
I think did you tell me that, or did you say that on the show before?
I don't know if I've actually said it on the show. I'm pretty sure I told you. And you know what's crazy? He had left the job like a month prior, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, $1 million is not a lot of money.
It's not, especially in today's day and age.
Yeah.
But it's a good
for a young man.
It's a good start,
foundation.
especially what was he, like 19 or something?
Yeah, dude, the guy was like, nah, I don't even think he was that old. He was probably like 17.
Oh, you have to be 18.
Oh, okay, he had to be at least 18 to buy a scratch off. Okay,
Yeah.
So he was at least 18. Maybe he was 19. I don't know.
And what year was this?
This was the last year I was at Papa John's, so 2020. It was like around this time of year, I believe. Yeah, like not too long after the Super Bowl, like March, April-ish. And somebody was like, hey, so-and-so won the lottery. I was like, that's fucking impossible, because I thought they were just trying to fuck with me. And they just pulled it right on up, and he's standing there with the check and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? So he actually comes into the shop maybe a couple weeks later, and I was all cool, thinking like, oh, maybe he remembers me. Maybe he remembers his good old boss. I wasn't expecting anything, really. And I told him, I said, hey.
He pulls up in a Lambo and shit.
If he had, no, he had, to my knowledge, he had bought a car, obviously. He got an apartment, and then he got an accountant, just like how you said, so he didn't mismanage his money. Because obviously, if I was 19 and I won $1 million,
First of all, an apartment. Like,
I don't know,
Maybe
or
a
a house,
condo.
a condo. I think it was a condo.
Condo's a good investment,
Yeah,
especially around here. Good investment.
So so he came in and I talked to him and I was like, hey man, I told him the truth. I was like, dude, don't be stupid with this shit, because a lot of people would kill for this kind of money. And he was like, yeah, I know. He was like, when I go places, I have to, like, he says at his job at the time, I think, I won't say where he worked, but he had to wear a different name tag because he was afraid of people approaching him. Because when you won and they took the picture, he didn't really want to, but I think it's a part of
you have to.
You have to.
I don't know why that has to be public fucking knowledge, though. I don't understand that.
Well, you know, it's funny.
That is a good question.
Because in Africa, what they do.
Oh.
Yeah. In Africa, what they do when they win the lottery, what the smart people do, is they will put on a mask. And they will mask. There was a woman. You can actually look this up on YouTube. There was a woman that won the lottery in Africa. I forget which country exactly, and she had won a substantial amount of money. Like, it wasn't like no small potatoes.
I like potatoes.
She literally wore an emoji mask.
That's fucking sick, dude.
But maybe there, but I don't know if you can do that here. Plus, it's different from state to state, so I don't know.
I mean, it is different from state to state, but you know, I wonder if you could wear like a regular, like, you know, like a COVID mask. You could just be like, "Hey, I'm afraid of."
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd be
like,
I'd
put my COVID
6
mask
feet
on.
over there, pal.
Exactly.
Yeah, but speaking of shit, I lost my thought. Fuck.
God damn, RJ, that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, I know. Well, damn it. What was I gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'll come back to me. Thanks, Jerry. It's always good to have your support, sir. I'm glad that you come over.
I should have
every
got
weekend.
one of those for being stuck on my thought earlier.
Oh, I think I was gonna do it, but I didn't get to it fast enough. There was one I was gonna use.
It's all right. It's all right.
If the timing's off, I'll just.
Oh, no,
I was saved.
I remember
It's
now.
all good.
After you look up what Jamari's saying, see if you can Google why you have to take the picture of with
God, you're making me do all this work.
Well, it's knowledge. I don't know, but so it varies from state to state. You say, like the picture taking
Yeah,
thing?
because the laws are different from state to state.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think that's fucking weird. What if I'm like no, and then they like, oh, we'll take your money? Can they do that?
I don't know. I don't know the local
Okay.
law.
I mean, I know at the very least they have to put your name out there. So like in some type of publication, like in the news or something like that, like they'll put your name, be like, you know,
So
RJ Steinbacher,
Yeah,
age 34.
33. I'll be 34 this year though, because I'm getting old. But that's okay.
33 from Kingstown, Virginia.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Just recently won the lottery for $2.3 million.
Okay, speaking of winning lottery money, and we were talking about what would you buy? What, if you had to guess, what would the first thing that you would get?
The first thing I would get if I won the lottery is whatever my mom wanted.
Okay, I was kind of going to go the same route with that because I can just give her all the money that I need, and then I can just live vicariously. Well, not vicariously, but I could just do my own thing.
So, like, I mean, if she wanted a house, I'd buy her a house. If she wanted to, you know, travel around the world, I'd, you know, make all those accommodations. Whatever.
I can't see that far, so we're not.
Nah, it's all right. Don't worry. We'll discuss it. Hey, folks, if you know why here in the state, the great state of
we
PA,
got a lawyer or soon to be lawyer that watches this show. Fucking tell us.
Yeah, what? Yeah, tell us, soon to be lawyer.
Since it's part of law, we would like to know why you have to. It has to be public record who the person is when they win the lottery.
All right.
Well, I feel like on top of that too, it should be public record because how do we know that this
They're
person's
not
not a normal person or like that works for the lottery?
That's what I was
or,
thinking.
You know, yeah.
Oh, that's we're on to something, folks.
Yeah.
We're getting down to the
Like you gotta
the nitty gritty.
Yeah, you gotta make it public so that people don't think there's some type of scheme going on behind the scenes.
Ponzi, government Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
No, we were just talking about the woman. This is going a little left. Who won that money in Africa? Speaking of Africa, this here bottle opener, because I do it. Yep, Jared, you knew it was coming. Was a gift from a good friend. You know this gentleman as well, who visited Africa last August. He came home and he gave me a choice between this and a bracelet that apparently was cursed by a shaman. So I did not take the bracelet.
Why does it have to be cursed? Why couldn't it be blessed?
He said he used the word cursed. So maybe he was trying to scare me. Maybe he wanted it and wanted to keep it.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
It was
I
a
don't
pretty
like
bad.
that.
It was a pretty badass bracelet. I won't lie to you. But
I
I've never
the bracelet.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I
want all the smoke.
I bet you it was. I bet you they put. I bet you they put fucking real. Like it was actually blessed, and you probably would have been fucking. You probably would have won the lottery.
I probably would have won.
See how that goes back around.
So anyway, he brought me this handmade, wooden, hand painted bottle opener from Kenya. Jared thinks it was bought in a truck stop. Sir, can you please assess this and let me know your thoughts on it? Because I ask everybody that comes over.
Also, I would like to note that when I'm done with my beer bottle, I put it back in the box. That way, it's not hanging out all over the place on the floor, like RJ's side.
Yes, like my side, that is dirty. We know it's dirty. It's terrible. Is there another beer?
You know, I'm really 50-50 on this. I
Oh,
feel
okay,
like,
okay.
Now,
So are we. Are we. You're supposed to figure it out.
now, this looks like it could be something that was made in Africa. I mean, obviously, the top for the bottle opener is definitely not symmetrical. It looks very, very handmade.
Okay.
The giraffe looks very, very handmade, like somebody just did this on their own. Like
A Chinese person.
Chinese people are more precise than this. Okay,
you know what's
this
crazy?
definitely
I don't
just-
think he's lying.
Actually,
You know what? And
that's not true. That's not. Japanese people are more precise than that. Chinese people are just very good at copying shit.
Yes, but you know what? I can look at this and tell that this was made by a nigga.
All right, folks. We have Jamari's thoughts on the handmade
I
wooden
almost
giraffe.
spit my beer out.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
we want honesty on this show. That's what it's for.
Looks like some nigga craftsmanship.
All right. So, can we name it the episode that?
Nigga craftsmanship.
Dude, well, we will probably get pulled immediately.
Yo,
We get pulled
YouTube is not fucking with that. We're
No,
not gonna
not
hit
at
no
all.
algorithms with
Not-
nigga
yeah.
craftsmanship.
Just stumble upon the dark web with that one.
Shit, these days you might not even get fucking your shit shown on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
TikTok,
I don't know.
they be kind of shutting shit down.
All right. Well, Jamari, thank you for your thoughts
you,
on that.
thank you.
I appreciate it. And it's going to sit there, and I'm going to ask every single soul that comes over the same question.
Yeah, nigga craftsmanship in between two sombreros.
And yep. Oh, the
Those might have been made in China too.
it says made in Mexico right here.
Does it?
Yeah,
Oh.
don't say made in Mexico.
I mean, it was from Texas, so I think that's why I got it. I was like, oh, it's made in Mexico, it's right over the border.
I told him he should have bought a real sombrero.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I was not bringing a real sombrero.
Why not?
Because that shit's big.
It's not. Look, it's not even like you had to wear this shit. Like you could have like put it up in your job, in your office, or your fucking cubicles or something.
My job in my office, or you mean my fucking bedroom?
Hey, or in your bedroom, baller. Okay,
All right.
baller.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there.
That's why I'm wearing these shades, because you're just shining so bright over there, dog. It's all good, fam. It's all good. Here, I'm gonna.
I mean,
that,
I'm
folks?
gonna be honest. Now that I say that, I feel compelled to bring shit to my job to like put up. Like,
Oh no, I used to do that when I did have to
Everybody
go to the
else
office.
has theirs. My job is like, all I have is a fucking a keyboard, some monitors, a big ass thing of hand sanitizer. No, look, and this is the
He's
fucked up
using
part.
to pump his publish.
No, but look, they left it in there. Okay, so you know how like most people they give them like little normal size thing, a hand sanitizer. So
He said,
you know,
nigger, you're dirty.
you know,
Jesus
I might have to
Christ.
bleep that out.
no. So first they were like, okay, well you can pick which cube you want to sit in, because I'm only there 2 days a week, so I don't need.
Oh, nice.
So they're like, yeah, you can pick which cube you want to sit in. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, I want one like near like one of the windows. I kind of want a view or something, you know,
I fucking hate cubes.
whatever. So I tried to get a cube back in the corner, kind of away from
Away from
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't fuck with any of you people here.
and it's not even that. Like, I just like to be.
Nah, in your own space.
Yeah, I like to be on my own island.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, you know, old boy was like, nah, son.
You got to be
Yeah,
right by the door.
like, nigga, you got to sit over here.
Where the customers walk in.
It's like, Joe wants you over here. And I'm like, all right.
The new guy spot.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, it's still by a window. I have an excellent view of the Kennedy Center and
nice.
Oh,
that
nice.
dirty ass river next to it. Is that the Potomac?
That is part of the Potomac.
Yes. So I have excellent view.
Welcome to the nation's capital, folks, where the water is not very clean.
Man,
Shit, no water around.
I know,
here
I
is cool.
know.
bro, like I walk to Starbucks and I see that water, and I feel so bad for like the ducks and the geese that just, they're trying to get their little grub on or whatever, and I'm like,
Yep.
damn, you know how many bodies are in that water?
Are there? Do you think there are?
There has to be a body in the Potomac.
Nigga, this is the murder. Well, DC is the murder. It was the murder capital
It was,
before all of these other, before Chicago and all this other shit. Come on, bro.
Damn, motherfuckers just go missing and go into the Potomac.
Dude, I'm not gonna every time I go into
Nah,
DC
I'm gonna
now,
think about that shit
it's
every
like how
fucking
many
time.
bodies are down there, dude?
Jesus.
Yeah, and then not only do you think about that, like the hood aspect of DC, but then you have to think about like, okay, the most powerful people in the world are in DC for the most part.
Yeah.
You got these people in the embassies.
Oh yeah. Hillary got a few bodies down there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Did I say that?
Oh,
I mean,
possibly.
it's only natural to think that
Mm.
there's probably, and I mean, they're probably super decomposed at this point. Fishes didn't probably
ate
ate them all up and shit. But there's probably some people that if
Crabs,
they really
crabs probably ate them.
yeah. If we come,
Damn. No wonder blue crab is so tasty.
Oh my God,
All the bodies.
all the bodies. So
think about it.
So if you're a seafood connoisseur here in the DMV,
next time you
take a
go
bite.
to the wharf,
Well, shit, that's almost done. That's about to be fucking gone. Like all the old school joints are leaving. You ever hear about that?
I didn't hear about it, but I believe it.
Like one of the I guess they raised the rent or something, and one of the oldest, what was it, Captain? What's the one that you always see? The big one that says Captain Pell or something?
Captain Pell's.
Yeah, they had to leave. They had to move their junk from the wharf because I think it's something to do with, I can't remember the exact same, but I saw this happened a few months ago. Like
I believe it. I mean, with prices going up. Oh shit! See, he's calling me. All right, I'm back. But yeah, with prices going up.
All right, I'm sorry to do this, but I really have to pee.
this fucking.
I'm
guy.
sorry. I was trying to hold it, but I can't. Just go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking. 30 seconds.
Well,
30.
we got one guy on his phone. We got one guy got to pee.
No, my bad. The homie hit me up. He's visiting from North Carolina. He's leaving in a couple days. You seen him last night?
Yeah, I know. But somebody was supposed to ask if he wanted to come through, but somebody didn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I was like kind of lit, dude. And I told you, I was like, yeah, I read my phone.
I mean, shit, you was there too.
I was
all right.
I was busy.
Busy. Hold on, be right back. Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I don't know. It's a joke.
Freaking.
It
Weird.
ain't like he can't stop and then hit the record button.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Man, do I feel better. Anyway, so as we continue,
Smokey back here taking a shit.
that is not too far from the truth, folks. But anyway,
I'm gonna leave a long pause in there too, just so everyone knows RJ was taking a shit.
he's not wrong, Anyway, so as we continue episode 125 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, always make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, yeah, little
No,
notification.
I'm talking about that.
Oh, which one? This one?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. We can't have things in the view of the camera. Okay, before I disappeared for several minutes, what was going on?
No, we were just talking about how the white man is still trying to keep the black man down.
You guys can't talk about that around me? You can't.
No, it came up in the organic conversation.
Organic conversation.
Yeah.
Can I be like letting the loop?
Can he be organic?
Hey, I can't get.
No, we were just talking about how like we go on the theme of Kanye again, how he's kind of being demonized because like during the breakup with Kim and Kim Kardashian, for all you who don't know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. No bullshit.
That's sarcasm if you didn't get it. But yeah, like how, and then my question to him was, how come you don't see, like, if Brad and Angelina break up or whatever, you don't see them getting demonized, or the males? I'm talking about the males.
Okay.
Females get enough fucking cool shit these days. Whatever. But yeah, how come they don't demonize them in the public like they do rich black men? And his response was, "You want to rehash it or?
Yeah, please. If you guys want to, obviously.
I mean, I feel like as a black person, whether you're African or African American, when you get to certain points, I feel like there are powers that be that will not let you get beyond a certain point because normal people, even if, let's just say you're a movie star or you're Elon Musk or whatever, you can only reach a certain point.
Yeah.
And I feel like for black people, that point is a little bit lower, unless maybe you're Oprah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and even
she's fucking hiding in her house all the goddamn time.
and I feel like Oprah is never around. I mean, Oprah is essentially Kamala Harris.
Yeah. He's not wrong, folks. He's not wrong, folks.
Well, first of all, vice presidents don't need to be around.
I mean, goddamn, Mike Pence was around, but you know what? That's a whole nother topic for a whole other pod.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I think there's something that has to go with transparency. I think transparency is important in a lot of aspects, and when you're dealing with world issues, when you're dealing with ultimately issues that matter to people on a daily basis, there needs to be some transparency. And then on top of that, you're the first female, African American, Jamaican person of power,
Indian,
in this country's history.
Yeah.
So just for the sake of
second highest power in the land, by the way.
Yeah, and I would say just for the sake of other people of color that are growing up right now, for women of color, that transparency is of the utmost importance. So you can pass that torch. You can empower other people. And, you know, it's like, where's Waldo? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
You know, Jamari, you must be a hammer because you nailed it, sir. You nailed it.
The fuck?
What?
You must be an hammer.
No. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Leave me alone.
We call you cliche man.
That's fine.
And whatnot.
And whatnot. Okay. Hey, dude, that's like a sick nickname. Whatnot. It's like an Indian nickname.
RJ the cliche?
RJ, well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It definitely applies.
That applies. That's okay.
Sorry.
Huh?
What?
I was trying to think of something like some type of moniker for you. Yeah. Off the cuff.
Off
Know.
the cuff.
I don't have anything.
As you're rolling up the cuffs on your sleeve, you see what I did there, right?
Yeah.
You see what I did there, right?
Oh, yeah. So it all just flows and falls together. Falls to piece. Not falls into place, excuse me. Oh, God. And whatnot. Okay, that's pretty dope. I believe what he's saying, though, with transparency. If you're in a position of power, and on any magnitude, but that involves people's everyday lives and this, just everything, you need to show your face. You need to say something. You do. I
don't watch the news, so I don't know. I barely even see any fucking Biden shit. Like, to be honest, like I don't pay attention.
Are you a news guy, Jamari, at all?
Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pay attention, but I try to act dumb because I feel like with a lot of this that goes on, people and their views, they're so passionate, but at the same time, they're so close-minded that when you try to present a different point of view, you know, and I'm the type of person I see things from both sides of the aisle. I'm very much a centralist.
That's same here.
So with that being said, it's like, okay, I can agree with a lot of issues from the left. I can agree with a lot of issues from the right. But when you try to verbalize that or have conversations with people with that, you know, that may be very left-wing people or very right-wing people, or, you know, they're religious people, you know, their religion plays into their political affiliations.
Which makes
and things
no
like
fucking
that.
sense to me.
It just makes it hard. And I feel like people get angry, they get upset, they get resentful. You know, like I've lost friendships with people over fucking politics. Like people that I've known for, you know.
Hence why we don't talk about it on this show, there, guy.
But
I like how you did that. You still brought it up.
Well, we were just talking about
but
it.
you know what though? He didn't bring up anything super specific. It was more just a general question, which isn't. I don't feel like it's too detrimental.
I mean, again, one of the reasons we don't. But do you feel like that whole political thing, like people, like, do you think it's become more intense the last several years, as opposed to like in the future, or is it now that we're adults, it's like kind of more prevalent?
Well,
just because we're adults.
Okay, well, I think it's become more intense because the flow of information has become so much more readily available to people.
Yeah.
As to where
to anyone.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah. Like 20 years ago, the only people I feel like that really cared about politics were adults, working adults, who had access to television, and had an interest in the news or C-SPAN, things like that. Now, I don't even look at the news, and goddamn Apple will give me an alert letting me know what's going on in the world, who did what. At Apple News, it's like, oh, well, there's...
Oh, I didn't sign up to that. I'll see the thing pop up every now and then.
Yeah, but I'm not signed up to it either.
Oh, you just see the headlines?
You know what? The only thing I'm signed up to on Apple is Apple Music, okay? They get that little $4.99 for my black ass a month so I can listen to my shit, and that's it.
I don't have that because I already had, before that, I got this new phone. I already had Amazon, so I was like... Amazon.
Speaking of Amazon, man, that Prime Video, y'all niggas need to either scrap that shit or step your fucking game up.
Oh, it's not on Netflix level. They'll have a couple gems every now and then.
Bro, the only good shit on there was Invincible.
No, I don't agree. I don't even know what Invincible is.
Yeah, you never saw Invincible? So it was like the cartoon parody of...
Oh, that's right. That's
of like the Marvel universe.
No, I didn't see that.
It's really good.
I think I started watching it. I think I started watching it, but my thing that I get on there is what's that space show that I was watching? Can't remember the name. Oh, Expanse. That's a good one. That home. What is the home? What's her name? Michelle Monet was in the last season. Can't remember the name of it now. Homefront, or something like one of them. Home something. And then The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I like because she becomes, it shows her journey of becoming a stand-up comic. The last couple seasons have been, or the last season, she was famous now, so it's like, it's a little weird. But the coming up part was cool. They have a couple gems every now and then.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's not that.
I mean, for the most part, I get it. Like, it's free with my Amazon Prime, which is the more important aspect of Amazon. But it's like, goddamn, like, if you're going to have content, put it on there. And then don't put it behind a paywall, like the shit that people would actually watch. It's like, oh, well, for $4.99, you could rent this for...
Rent or buy.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Like, nigga, I'm not about to rent shit.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's their game, though. Their game is... Their model is to sell shit.
Okay.
Netflix's model is to fucking get subscriptions.
Yeah, and I get that, but the Netflix model is so much better because
we all agree on that as far as consumers.
Yeah,
but
who
the business
doesn't want
care.
subscriptions? And then on top of that, if with a lot of subscription-based services, if you're thinking about a lot of working class people, middle class people who are busy, okay, they get locked into a $10, $15 subscription. And they don't think about that shit for a year. They're like, man, I got other shit to think about. I was like, $15, whatever. That's DoorDash.
I think we did the math on Netflix one day here.
We did.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's some stupid number, dude. It's big bread. Super big bread.
And I'll put it to you like this. I watch Netflix. I don't watch it every day. But I have the most priciest Netflix. I pay the $18 for the 4K.
You want 4K?
Motherfucker, my guy. Okay, so this is a funny thing. I barely watch Netflix on my TV.
I'm always watching it on my TV because I have the app. So
well, see, I have the app as well too, but I mainly watch it while I'm doing work, or if I'm at work and I have like a downtime, like if I'm eating lunch or something, I'll pop on Netflix. That's what it's really for.
For you?
Yeah, for me.
For me,
just because I'm an IT guy, so there's access to everything.
I'm a visual head. Like, I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I need to see how the fucking I don't have 4K shit, but I don't think that's necessary. But I like to see how the director and the cameraman are seeing shit.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I get off on that shit. But.
Yeah. So I mean, I most of the time I watch it in 2K.
Yeah.
If I'm watching Netflix, the 1440 for those people that don't know what the fuck 2K is.
Your eyes can't really fucking tell the difference.
I mean, they can't. But if you're one of those special people.
Special people.
Oh Lord. I don't
Yeah.
know what that
Well,
means.
we're all here. We're all very special people
okay,
here.
so it's just one of those basic principles of technology. Okay, you have people that know technology and people that use technology. Most people that use technology can't even differentiate.
Oh yeah.
Can't even differentiate 60 frames per second and 144 frames per second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But
you
can once somebody tells you about it and then you see it side by side. You can definitely see it.
Yeah.
But the average person, if you ask them, do you know the difference between 60 hertz and 75 hertz, or 60 hertz and 144 hertz, or 60 hertz and 240 hertz? You'd be like, no.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where if you understand that aspect kind of going into it, like if I'm watching something at 1080p in comparison to 4K, I can definitely see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm watching something even in 2K in comparison to 4K, depending on what it is, especially if it was recorded in 4K.
I've never even heard of 2K now that I think about it.
Well, see, people usually don't use 2K. They'll use 1440.
Yeah, it's a step above 1080.
Yeah. Okay, so 1440.
It's like the middle ground.
All right. Yeah, 2K, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I don't know.
But they sell. Well, that's because they advertise the 4K.
Yeah, okay.
For TVs and shit,
Yeah.
they advertise 4K.
Yeah, I mean, for advertisement purposes, big numbers always attract people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
People
no,
be like,
that's
oh my god, 4K. Oh man,
I got the new 8000K
Oh,
television
man.
for the year, bro.
bro.
pretty soon you're
I
just
got
gonna be
the
able
very
to.
first one too. Like,
Yeah,
relax,
so-
bro.
Are you? I know you're a gamer like me, man. Are you a VR guy at all?
I haven't really stepped into the VR arena just for the simple fact of what I see from most VRs isn't what I would per se, like if I were to get into VR, like I would want to play or experiment with. You know, like if I think of VR, you know, I think of like some like Sword Art Online bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like I put on VR goggles and I'm completely immersed in this whole world that is completely like my world and I can't tell the fucking difference.
Yeah, like the Matrix.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when I think of VR as well too, I think of if I'm putting on virtual reality goggles, I don't need to move my body to move my mind. You know, like when you're doing VR and, you know, they're doing the VR game, like the VR exercises and they're moving their hands and all of that. I get that aspect. But from like a gaming aspect, like I don't feel like I should need to move my hand forward.
Yeah.
When I got VR goggles on and you know, I can use my mind. Like I feel like my mind should be able to make those actions happen just like they do with my body.
Yeah, make sure it stays.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
That would be fucking dope, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, dude, I'm a nerd, you know, like a big gamer. But the VR thing kind of, it doesn't really. I'm like the same. I have no acquired taste to really dive deep into it. Like when I was growing up, I didn't have like, because I know you're a PC guy, you know, and whatnot. I had a computer, but I've always been a console guy. You know what I mean? As I get older, it's like, do I want to learn how to play on PC? Like I kind of do, but at the same time, it's like
hard.
I'm not saying it's difficult.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's difficult. It's me taking the time
once
to
you figure out where your keys are. Actually, to be honest, I like playing when I was playing games. I like PC better than console.
I mean, it runs better.
PC is always going to be better than
Yeah,
console.
it's.
No, I mean, I just feel like the controls were easier to use for me. Like I don't know why.
I mean,
I used to play first person shooters on PC. What was that joint I had?
Was it like Counter-Strike or something like that?
It was Rainbow Six. Like,
okay.
Like the
always a good
first
choice.
joints, like before it even got to console, because that's where it started from.
Yeah.
Man, and I can't even play the shits now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be crushing on that shit, but now that I don't know, maybe my reaction time ain't the same.
Well, I mean, so it's that, but I feel like it's the leap in technology for a lot of people. even to be in a competitive stage in gaming, you need to have good equipment. So you need a good graphics card, you need a good processor, you need a gaming mouse, you need to know what type of mouse pad you use that correlates with your movements, if you're like a fast, if you're a wrist flicker, if you're an arm user,
if you're twitching,
your twitch movements, things like that. So it's almost like you need the gear before anything. Like, and once you have
it
the
depends
gear,
on,
because you look at it like this, and this is why the PS5 and the new Xbox are so huge for console gamers, because in video games, PC people would always have the advantage because we could see more frames than a console person. A console person stuck to 60 frames, which is what most TVs are.
I was going to say, whatever the TV is.
So what that means relatively for people that don't know is, let's just say I'm in a 1v1 with RJ. That's
one-on-one.
In a one-on-one situation, we're playing.
Don't use a bunch of gaming terms. Not everybody's gonna know.
Okay, so me and RJ are up against each other. Okay, and we're playing Call of Duty Vanguard, since that's a new game. People know what it is. Okay, and we're both
in the gulag.
Yeah, we're both in the gulag, and we're both behind a wall. RJ's on one side, I'm on the other side, and we both turn, and we're about to meet each other on the other side of the wall to try to shoot each other. Now, because I'm on a PC and I have a good graphics card, I'm getting 230 frames per second in the game. And then I have a monitor that reflects those frames because I have a 240 hertz monitor, 1 millisecond response time. Don't even worry about that much. But anyways,
hell yeah!
Look, that was a low key fucking humble brag right there.
Yeah. It was.
I feel offended.
Low key flex.
Gotta go look at my controller like fuck.
Low key flex. Shouts out to working hard. But I'm gonna see RJ. I'm gonna hit that corner before he does. I'm gonna be able to see him before he can see me and react before he can see me. So 9 times out of 10. I'm going to win that fight just off of technology, not even skill.
Yeah, that's why I stopped playing when I stopped playing. Like when, what was the last Modern Warfare came out?
The one before, Modern Warfare came out, 2 years ago?
Yeah. That I stopped playing after it because when that was when they started putting all the PC could go in.
Yeah, it's crossplay. Yeah, it's.
And I was getting that same exact thing happening. I already fucking shot this guy. No, he shot me 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, but to kind of even out the playing field, a lot of you'll see like the more professional gamers, they'll build PCs and you can use controllers. USB, Bluetooth. You could use controllers on PCs.
Yeah, I got for my shit. I got that.
Yeah, so it actually kind of evens the playing field, and then in a lot of circumstances, in a lot of instances, having a controller is actually advantageous for movement purposes.
Yeah, it depends on what.
It also aim assist as well.
Yeah, aim assist as well. Aim assist is huge. It's fucking huge.
That's funny. I was watching some streamer. I watch a lot of GTA 5 streamers. It depends on the servers. Like
No Pixel?
Yeah, I love No Pixel. That's my favorite fucking server because I fuck with my boy Eugene Zuckerberg and Randy Bullet, bruh. That's I wish I was born in the UK because that nigga's cool as shit.
It's funny you say that because
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you say something positive about somebody else.
As far as gaming goes, I feel like that's one of the things that I regret that I didn't do.
At the beginning?
Not even at the beginning, but even the middle, like get it into No Pixel because I have like a good voice.
Yeah.
So I feel like
you can still get in.
I mean, you can still get them, but you got to pay money, and you got priority queues and all of that bullshit. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying. And then I don't have that much time. If I'm gaming, then I'm hopping in the Caldera for an hour.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are on fucking 10, 12-hour days.
Yeah.
8 to 12-hour days, depending on.
I can't even when I'm working from home, I got so many goddamn meetings between time, and I remember. It was kind of funny too because I tried to sneak in a game of Call of Duty while I was working from home while I was on a meeting. And they had asked me something, and I turned on my mic on Teams or whatever, and so I was talking, and my coworker, who's also a gamer, messaged me on Teams, and he's like, "Bro, I could hear your keyboard just and I was like, oh shit.
I was sending an email.
Like, yo, you slide canceling right now, bro? I can hear your whole keyboard. I was like, oh shit.
I was sending an email, motherfucker.
Yeah. But he knows it's good. It's funny because there's actually people for my job that I play, Call of Duty and shit with, that I work with. So I mean, it's cool. But I just thought it was really, really funny that he was just able, like, immediately.
He knew what you were doing.
He was hip. He was super hip. So shouts out to him.
So since we're on games, man, and we're talking about professional gamers and all that, did you ever think about streaming or doing or
that's what he just said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where were you at?
Well, okay, so the funny thing is,
my mind is blown.
Is low key. I was on Twitch, like OG Twitch before like people even knew about it. Like I used to stream What was it? Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4?
I think 3 is better than 4.
Oh yeah, I was watching Twitch back then.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't where it's at now.
Yeah,
The mega platform that it is.
Nowhere near where it's at now. But I used to stream like Battlefield. I used to stream Call of Duty Black Ops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like the best player, but I was good enough, and I had personality. And I'll be honest with you, like, people are like, yeah, man, you should get on cam and shit. I'm like, bro, I can't do this whole cam thing because,
a lot of the top ones, like the ones I was just telling you about, like, a lot of them, they don't fucking have cam. Like, nobody even knows who Randy Bullet, like, really is in real life.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's just his character on the game.
Yeah, and see, with No Pixel, I feel like that's viable.
Yeah.
In No Pixel, because you're essentially
you're
being
a different you're a different character.
You're essentially Dr. Disrespect.
For people who don't understand,
that guy's a trip, dude.
This is a GTA 5 server, and they do RP. RP is role playing, and so basically all these streamers are streaming their character, and they're playing this character in the game. But they also talk to their chat, which is off mic, to the people in the game. So
yeah, like Soulja Boy plays it, T Grizzly plays it.
Are they No Pixel, or are they there's a bunch of.
Well, I know T Grizzly has like his own. They do like their own little server that they play.
Yeah, there's Meta World. There's No Pixel,
because their server's all like gangster shit.
Yeah, there's one server that's straight gangster.
Yeah, that like their server's like straight like, gangster.
There's
shit.
Fucking shootouts every fucking day.
Yeah, like you could get like Balenciaga shirts from the store. Like I mean, it's just gangster shit.
Nah, I fuck with it because like sometimes I watch the cops, but I'm always watching the criminals because it's just funny. Like they always outsmarting them motherfuckers for the most part anyway.
But
there's some cool cops, but some it's just like bro.
But I just wasn't into the whole like getting on cam thing, and I mean I know for a lot of streamers like that's where you really start to make the money because it makes more of a one-on-one connection with you and your viewers. It's like, okay, they get to see you. They actually see you doing your thing. They could, there's a face behind the voice. So I got that aspect, but, it was more for me. I didn't really want to cam because at the time I was, chiefing very heavily.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't do that on Twitch.
And
you might be able to do it on Facebook. But
well, you can do it on Twitch now.
Oh.
Soulja Boy be on Twitch.
Oh,
but Backwoods, like there's no tomorrow.
Damn.
So
I don't even like Backwoods.
Facebook paid a lot of those. My bad. Facebook paid a lot of those streamers to leave Twitch to come over to stream GTA 5.
Well, they
Facebook.
had another platform like dudes like Shroud and shit. I think Ninja went over there as well too.
As well.
And that shit crashed and burned. And they got paid like $10-20 million
to
do that
I
shit.
think it's better now though.
Well, what's funny is they came back to Twitch, so they still got the money. Yeah. Even though the platform failed, they still got paid, and then they came back to Twitch.
They figured it out because it's up and running now. They probably don't have the same amount of views. That they would have had on Twitch.
I mean, outside of Facebook, there's nothing that could even touch Twitch.
Nah.
And even
Facebook's not even close.
Yeah, Facebook's not even close either. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Twitch is like the platform.
Yeah.
Like, because I stream every so often just because I'm an above average player and I know my friends.
Oh man, this is the humble. You know what? The name of the show is Humble Brag.
Humble Brag.
Jeez,
yeah,
go ahead, go ahead, above average player.
All right,
we're all feeling like yay tonight.
Yeah. Yay. Okay,
we need to. That actually, after watching that shit, man, you got to start feeling like yay. I'm I have to take that mindset back, like because I used to be like that. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so like. I do it every now and then. For a while, I would say last summer I was kind of on it a little more heavy, I think the most people I've had watching me at one time was like 5 or 6. But I was like, oh shit, somebody's like really watching me. I was
But
like,
I told you
but
also,
it motivated me to play better. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, I got to be at the top of my game. I got to, when you texted me the other night, what a sweat is.
yeah. Well,
What a sweat is.
that's because I kept hearing them. They kept saying I was watching No Pixel shit, and they were fucking.
This nigga sweaty as fuck. Look at this
Yeah.
sweaty ass nigga.
They were talking about racing because in the game you can do different races, and he was like, "Look at all these sweaty ass cars." And he had told me a while ago, but I forgot what it was, and he gave me a fucking like a 30 fucking text.
Yeah,
Essentially-
breakdown. Yeah.
Essentially, a sweat is just a person that's really, really like.
Trying hard.
It's a
try
try
hard,
hard. It's
yeah.
a try hard for the old school folks out there.
It's
A
just
try
like
hard.
it's like when I play Call of Duty, and I'm with my homies that I play with, my little static group. We hop on, we play, we have fun, do stupid shit, and we'll run into these fucking teams. It'll be like, God damn, these niggas are sweaty. They're all wearing rose skins and fucking slide canceling. These motherfuckers are shooting explosive canisters next to me, trying to bait me out, and shit. Like
Dude,
these
some
are sweaty.
kids, some kids are like
No, closer to you.
So I've been on Halo since I've been playing Halo since pretty much that's what I've been playing heavily, obviously. So I'm in ranked, and whatnot.
You don't stream that, do you?
I have like twice because I'm still.
You got to stream more, and you got to stream and advertise that you're streaming.
Yeah, this is right. Jared's not wrong,
But
folks. Okay, so there's tiers in Halo. This new ranking system. It starts with bronze, silver, gold.
I got some
platinum.
plat. Yeah, I got some
plat
homies.
Okay, I'm right now on plat 3. I was diamond 4. Okay, I was so close to onyx, and it's a struggle because I don't do great every game. You have to do well. And they did a rank reset last week, and I was so blown, right? Because they figured out the algorithm was too easy, which I think is bullshit, by the way. And so they deranked us. You got to play your 10 placement games, and it replaced me in Platinum 3. And I was like, okay. But I feel like my lobbies that I'm getting in now, even if I'm playing
super sweat.
it blows my mind, dude, because I'm not a bad Halo player. I definitely have my games where it's just wild shit will happen. I'll spawn, a nade blows up next to me. I get swept, whatever. Yeah. But then there are some games where I just fucking go off, dude, and it's like, all right, that was good. And it's about being consistent. So I'm still in the hunt to reach Onyx because I want the little emblem on my thing. This is why I'm doing it. One, so I can say I did it, and I want the little emblem thing on my gun. That's the definition of dedication,
Man,
folks.
I feel like if Call of Duty Warzone could and would do a fucking reset of all the stats, I'd probably have like a 2.5 to a 3 KD.
So it's funny you talk about kill death ratio. So when I was super heavy into Call of Duty because I played them all up
That's
until
the ultimate metric. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, your kill death ratio. Also, when I was, several years ago when I was super heavy into it, because I would roll the 6-man team, search and destroy, domination, TDM, whatever.
Yeah.
Domination.
It was about getting your win ratio up too.
Yeah.
Now there were ways you could manipulate it. You could like dashboard and all that stuff, but the most legit win streak I have in any Call of Duty game is 187 games. Okay, that I won in a row. Okay, this was years ago when Modern Warfare 3 was out. Was it Modern Warfare 3 or was it Call of Duty Ghosts? I think it might have been Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what it was. And stats were everything. They're everything. They represent your entire being in that realm. And as I've gotten older, when it comes to games, it's like I want to try hard, but I don't want to over-exasperate myself for numbers anymore.
Sounds like a sweat to me.
I am a sweat. I am a sweat. I'm dead ass serious.
Well, I'm one of those type of people, and I can understand where you come from, where I play Call of Duty for fun, but also I'm one of those people where when I log in, it's for fun. As soon as I drop in and shit gets real and I get my loadout and I'm running around with an AK,
I'm
I'm playing for stats.
Yeah. It's on.
It's all stats.
We play for keeps.
Yeah. So I'll have my games where I won't die once. I'll have like a 15 KD game.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a slew of games where I kill 2 people, I die, then I die in the gulag, and I just have a 1 KD.
Yeah.
And then, it'll balance that shit out. But then, with the hackers and everything else,
it's hard.
It really makes it hard in Call of Duty. Like, if you didn't go in initially, like when the game first came out, and you were just super sweat, and you built up your KD base, you're kind of screwed now. Because I started playing like a year and a half ago, like in the midst of like the hacking, like when the shit was like, at its
the
worst.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
That
bad.
shit was in the news and shit.
Like,
It's bad.
Like niggas had
It's really
niggas
bad.
had flying jeeps and shit. Like they were like not even helicopters. These niggas was in jeeps flying in the air.
Man had the Wrangler going over the mountain.
Motherfuckers using Swisses and sniping me all the way across the fucking map. You know, 700-meter snipe.
I see a lot of joints like that on TikTok where a guy will have a fucking he'll have an ATV and he'll drive it in the building and these fucking kids are crying like, oh my god, he's hacking. I'm like, no, he just drove a fucking ATV inside, motherfucker.
Dude, it's hilarious, but it that sucks. Cheaters never prosper. You suck, people. But I think what it is, like, back to what I was saying, like, as I've gotten older, like, I still care and I do try hard from time to time. But there are some days where I don't mind if I lose now, depending on if it's a very important game or not. Like, I'm just like, it's all right. I'll win the next one.
Oh yeah. I definitely I don't
back
rage.
in the day, you couldn't tell me shit. If I didn't win every game, I was losing my fucking mind.
Maturity.
Yeah, I don't rage or act out of pocket.
I've raged. I've broken controllers.
I was gonna say, RJ, you look like one of the motherfuckers that throw a fucking controller at the TV.
Oh, I didn't throw it at the TV. I threw it at the fucking wall, dude.
I mean,
I was so fucking.
Don't get me wrong. I've had my
because
moments.
I got standby in Halo 3. God, it fucking made me mad. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
dude.
no. I've had my moments like, you know, earlier on in my life where I might have been playing, and you know, you get that one or two people on your team that they're just absolute dog shit.
Dude,
Like
randoms suck.
Okay, so
Hey, I'm a fucking random, sir.
So
because I'm not gonna be in there fucking playing all day. I actually play for fun.
You, sir, are what's wrong with this community.
and it's not necessarily that he's what's wrong with it, but a lot of people that play for fun sell.
Sell what?
Okay, so this is another gamer term that I'm debuting on your podcast. So this is what selling is.
Okay.
Selling is, let's just say the three of us are playing. We're on the same team. Me and you die. It's RJ left. Okay. RJ has enough money to buy one person back. So we increase our odds of survivability.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, we're in a gunfight, and let's just say when me and you died, it was a 3v3 gunfight. Me and you died. RJ's still alive. RJ feels like he has big balls this evening. He's feeling like yay.
Yay.
Okay. He's feeling real yay.
Yay.
So he goes in and he tries to 1v3 that other team.
Oh, nothing like a good clutch, my man.
Yeah,
Let's go.
he tries to clutch or ego chow. That's what they call it now.
Is
Ego
that what they really call
Yes.
it? Ego chow.
Ego chow.
Man, am I getting fucking old or what?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
ego
what they,
chow.
That's what they call them. When you're trying to clutch something against another team, you're trying to ego chow those kids.
Well, I'm going to say this to my nerd buddies, and they're going to kick me from the lobby. Go ahead and continue.
So if you go into that 1v3 and then you die, we're going to say, oh, this motherfucker just sold.
Yeah.
This nigga just sold. Why are you selling for, my nigga? Why are you selling? So that's what selling is. Selling is knowing damn sure well you're in a gunfight that you can't win and that you should strategically get your monkey ass up out of there or reposition yourself, and you just say, oh, fuck it, I got this. And try to go full commando.
I'm gonna call that the Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins.
That's essentially what it is.
So
I need to put that on here.
fucking what I was going to say is that there have been, this is mostly, I would say mostly in COD, because you can do it in Halo too, but I guess with game types like Search and Destroy especially, that was like years ago, my game type, like me and my squad's game type. You got the most points in it. It was like, you know, you got one life every round. You know, that's it. It displays your level of intelligence and situational awareness when it comes to faking people out, especially if you're the last one alive trying to defuse the bomb, you know, all that shit. Pick up the bomb, put it down, because somebody's hearing you pick up the briefcase. They're going to come to you, you hit the cut, come back out, you know, all that shit. I remember in World at War, Call of Duty World at War, okay? This is taking it way back. I had the Thompson with the drum on the bottom of it, okay?
Well, Tommy got it.
Yeah, so I did a 1v6. Dude, I want to talk about, like, dude, when I finally killed the last guy, dude, like, my hands were fucking shaking, dude, because I was just, like, so determined to do it. I had to, like, wait 10 minutes before I played another game because I was just so amped off of it. There's nothing like a good ego chow, as Jamari likes to say. Nothing like a good clutch. Oh, I love it. I love it to death. or a clutch play.
Look how excited RJ's getting right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm a part of this show too.
I know.
goddammit.
It's just it's been,
But
it's been a while.
but I know Jamari knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, so it's nice to, because we don't have, I mean, besides John, we don't have too many people that come on that are like, in the game gamers.
Yeah.
So it's, one of the reasons I don't think I talk about it enough is because, not that our viewers can't relate, and I'm not saying that you can't either, but like these terms, like these scenarios.
Oh yeah,
that
the
play
slang.
out.
The slang I don't know. That's why
the scenarios that play out.
Yeah, I don't know all the slang, but I don't know, man. I'm older than actually both of y'all,
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
but
Big ass facts.
so I mean, y'all are in this new joint, this new world of gaming. I was playing Atari.
Check it out, bro. I'm not too much younger than you. I'm in this new world of gaming as an older person.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of respect from random people online, like, because I be in Discord. I got Discord groups and, people that I've met through gaming and even, just personal friends that might have moved and, that's how we game is via Discord. But when people find out, they're like, damn, bro, you almost 39 years old and you still be shitting on kids?
Yeah.
That's how it goes, bro.
There's like some level of respect there. And like people will tell me, they'll be like, damn, I can't even. They're like, how do you do it? I'm like, bro, I've never gotten carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just play.
You just play.
I just play. You know what I mean? And I find it fun. It's for me, gaming is a way to decompress.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I mean?
Thank
and
you, sir.
people don't understand that aspect of it. Like, I know mental health is really big right now. It should have been a really big thing before, but it's starting to get a lot of limelight now. And for my mental health, especially if I've had a really bad day, that's how I decompress.
Yeah.
I make me some food. I hop on Call of Duty for an hour. I shit on some kids. I might talk some shit on the microphone. I try not to. I don't play with children, so anybody that I'm cussing out is of age.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal.
Yeah.
And I'm good. I turn on my Netflix or something, or listen to some music, and
Netflix and chill with himself.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
It's all right, folks.
My thing would, like, I get sucked in. Like, for me, when I play, like, I'm sucked in. Like, I'm there. I'm
immersed.
It affects everyday life because I'm up till whatever time in the morning. And I get like an hour of sleep, and then I'm like, when can I play again? Like, because it's a dopamine hit. Because ADHD shit, like that's what it is. And so I had to step away because but now I'm fucking watching streamers. Like, I'm literally doing work, watching fucking people play all day, and like, so they've done studies. I said this before. They've done studies where even when you're watching other people play, it's still the same stimulation as the person on the brain as the person who was actually playing.
Well, I would like to equate it to football.
Yeah.
So if you look at football, let's just say, let's just say I'm Odell Beckham, and I'm injured. Okay, so I can't physically play, but I'm still going to go to practice every day, and I'm going to get these mental reps. I'm going to watch other people play and put myself in those same situations while I'm watching and give myself those mental reps. So I feel like that's essentially what people are doing. Like gamers that can't play during the day because, you got to work or you got, adulting to do.
Yeah.
They will watch these games and they will give themselves the mental reps. So then that way, when they play the game, when they do have that moment of time where they can just immerse themselves for a little bit, it's like, okay, well, I've watched so much of this. I know what to do in this situation. Yeah. I know where this is at. It's like you're already prepared for what you're going to get yourself into.
Like watching game tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never thought about it like that.
No, but to Jamari's credit, like so I watch some YouTubers as well, like Halo,
I don't watch YouTubers, bro.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I watch Facebookers.
Okay.
And
So-
some Twitch.
So when you watch people that play at a high level, right? Obviously they're on YouTube for a reason. They have, however many subscribers, blah blah blah. When you watch, I'll take Apex especially as a very good example because that game, there's so many endless possibilities of what you can do, like with your movement and how you can, just kind of fake your opponents out. I'll watch somebody play and I'll watch them make a play and it's like, holy shit, I would have never thought to do that. And it's like, well, let me try that if this scenario occurs. So I'm, as somebody who's been playing for video games since I was probably 4 years old, I'm still learning, better ways to improve my game and whatnot. So that's the big benefit I get from it as well. And yeah, people like to shit on people. And when I say that, I mean, you like to go into a lobby, just wipe everybody, just kick some ass. It feels good. It's a good feeling. Getting a ton of kills or dropping a nuke in Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm sure you've dropped a nuke before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so.
Fucking RJ.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure you've dropped a nuke before, but I dropped all the nukes.
No. I've dropped a handful in my life. Nothing crazy.
Look, see?
Yeah, I've dropped a handful in my life, not going to lie. Nothing crazy. Some kids' nuke count, I don't know if they're swelling or not, but they super high nuke count. And if anybody doesn't know what a nuke is or a Moab in Call of Duty, it's getting, I think it was at 25 kills in a row without dying, without kill streaks, and then you can call in a nuke and it would end the game. Even if you were losing, you would nuke the other team and you would still win because you were able to get. It's a very, very cool thing.
I know what a nuke is.
Well, it's funny how things come full circle because I was literally watching a video on bombs the other day.
Oh, well, they're
and
everywhere now.
Yeah,
so-
Jesus Christ.
So, growing up, you hear about bombs, you play video games, so, Moab, mother of all bombs, you think like, okay,
Been around them.
like Moab, nuke.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any bigger than that.
Yeah.
No.
Motherfucker, I watched this video and I'm like, is some of this shit even fucking necessary?
Nope.
Like, as human beings.
Nope.
Like, is this shit necessary? Like the range of these explosions, like how much shit that this could blow up if somebody actually thought to drop this somewhere is like, you can't even fathom it that people are like creating these things behind closed doors.
It is pretty wild, dude. You look at
Let's thank the Nazis for that.
but Jamari's right. They're still today they're building shit and coming up with new ways to harm others.
Because of the exact same shit that's going on right now. You got to be prepared because there's always one crazy motherfucker in the world that's like, you know what? I think you belong to us now. We want you back.
It's fucking nuts. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And on that note, we should probably wrap it up.
Wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Because we're probably close to 2 hours right now.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. All right. So, since that was good, it was so good, I have to finish this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 125.
$1.25.
$1.25. 125 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. Jared, wave at the people. Wave. There you go. And Jamari, thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with us, man. It's always a blast. Please come back over whenever you're ready.
Hey, I appreciate you guys asking me. I'm sorry that typically when you ask me, it's when we've been drinking really heavily, and then the next day I kind of forget.
It's okay.
Well, that's because usually when I've been drinking really heavily, then I'm like, oh, you're here. Well, fuck it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what?
how that happens.
Well, this all started over Kanye. We were talking about Kanye
yeah.
last night. He's like, you want to do the podcast? I was like, sure. He's like, no. He asked me what I had going on tomorrow.
Oh,
I was
there
like,
we go. That's
I had to make sure you weren't busy or anything.
it's when you just cast out the real.
Yeah, because we had been talking about that. I'm like, well, shit, this is fucking podcast material.
This is podcast gold, folks.
You should really name this $1.25. 125. There's so many good names for this episode.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
You might have to put them in a hat. Or you know what? You should put up a poll on social media.
This is
The only problem is
they would have to watch the episode.
And it comes out Monday. I'll figure it out. I usually end up finding something for it. So
we'll find
I
something.
think either the first one or the second one we said.
Tortuga 2?
Tortuga 2?
Nah.
Nah.
Tortuga Part 2?
I'm tired of giving them. I'm tired of giving them fucking free advertisement.
Yeah, facts.
We don't like you. It's like, no,
I didn't say that.
Nah, I did, folks. All right.
And on that, goodbye.
All right. See you guys next week. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever,
Bye-bye.
ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist